Hello and welcome to the next confessional of the season. Um, I've found out that Grace has been lying to Yoli and Sabrina, which I wouldn't be surprised about because Grace has been lying this entire game so far. Um, I mean, she also technically lied to me at last night's vote, so I'll fill everybody in on what happened. Um, Last vote was supposed to be Riazo because Grace and I had come to a consensus that we didn't want to vote out Emily or Holland. So the consensus vote, the compromise, ended up just being Riazo. The problem is that Riazo has this little onion slices or whatever. No, that's not what they're called. Garlic cloves. Thank my friend. I'm not at home. Um, and he didn't use them, but if he did, the idea was that we would vote out Yoli, and that idea was Grace's. Because I don't want to vote out Yoli. Yoli's my ally. Why would I want to vote out Yoli? That makes sense for Grace to propose that. Um, and then here's the thing: is if Riazo plays his garlic cloves, then we would all immediately switch our vote to Yoli. The thing is that Riazo was going to vote for Holland anyways, which means if Emily and I switch our vote to Holland, it would be 3 for Holland, 2 for Yoli, and 2 for Emily, meaning that Holland would go home, which is my original plan anyways, which is why I wanted to do it. Um, and then if Rialto didn't play his garlic cloves, then Rialto would go home, which means he goes home with an advantage in his pocket, which is also not bad for my game. Now, I haven't had a chance to talk to anybody today to tell that story to, which means all the word in the game is coming from Grace and Holland's mouths, and they haven't been trustworthy this entire game. Um, People have been saying that. Felix has been saying that since the beginning. I trust him. He was right. I don't trust him, and they're making it to the end, and we kind of have to cut that, where we can. Now, ideally, the vote would be Holland tonight. The problem is that if we tell Riazo to vote Holland, he probably won't do it. He'll tell Grace. Grace will play her idol on Holland, and I go home. And because Yoli and Sabrina won immunity, yay, it was about time. So Yoli and Sabrina are safe. Grace is gonna play her idol for herself. Riazo uses slices or whatever on me, Sabrina, and Grace, meaning that we can't really vote Riazo out. Now, this is interesting because it only leaves 2 people left to receive votes, and those 2 people are me and Holland. Now, what's interesting about this is that if we split the votes, 3-3, and we go to rocks, Grace is safe, Yoli's safe, Sabrina's safe, me and Holland are safe because of rocks, and the only person that can go home is Riazo. So when you think about it like that, going to rocks isn't the worst thing that can happen because there's no actual gamble in it for us because we're at final 6. The part where it gets concerning, I guess, is that we're not going to vote out Holland. So when we come down to it, it's going to be Holland and Grace versus me, Yoli, and Sabrina. Now, Yoli and Sabrina and I should stay. We should stay together, and whoever doesn't win immunity, Grace or Holland, they won't have an advantage, and we can just vote them out. Because I'm not voting Yoli, I'm not voting Sabrina, and I swore to that. And unless they vote me out, which would be stupid, that shouldn't happen. Which means I actually have a chance to get to the end, which is crazy. This vote goes well. So, we'll see if they were lying to me because I kind of lied to people last round, and they lied to me. That wasn't good, honestly. So, we'll see what happens. See what happens. Honestly, I don't think we tell Riazo to vote for Holland because of what I previously stated. So we're going to try and vote Riazo out tonight. And if by some God's green earth Riazo votes for Holland, then Holland goes home. Even better. Fine by me. And then Riazo can go next. Actually, Grace should go next, and then Riazo can go. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Tonight's a very pivotal vote. And by tonight, I mean in 20 minutes, like 40 minutes, when I have to go to final tribal council. Not final tribal council, just tribal council. I'm getting ahead of myself. All right. Weston, you want to say anything?
Hi, friend.
My friend said hi, friend. Okay. Bye, guys.